Hey, how you doing? Um, I was gonna talk about something that's bothering me, but now I can't remember. But I am gonna, if I think of it, I'll bring it up. But I'm gonna review Ghoulies 2 from 1987. I was looking up some facts on IMDb, and there was a list of movies that came out, horror movies that came out in 1987. Dude, Creep Show 2, Offspring, Hellraiser, Monster Squad, Nightmare on Elm Street, 3, Lost Boys, Jaws of Revenge, Prince of Darkness, The Gate, The Hidden, House 2, Evil Dead 2, My Demon Lover, Near Dark, The Curse, Prison, Bad Taste. Bad Taste came out the same year as Evil Dead 2. That's crazy. A Return to Salem's Lot, and It's Alive 3, Island of the Alive. Dude, all those, I really like all of those. Well, most of them, the majority. After watching It's Alive 3, Island of the Alive, I thought that was my favorite Alive movie, but it wasn't as good. Maybe I'll watch it again, I don't know. But all those movies, man. So, Ghoulies 2 came out in 1987, directed by Albert Band, Charles Band's dad. And he directed a lot of movies like in the 60s and 70s, and he didn't make a movie for a while until Ghoulies 2, but he also made Dr. Mordred and Robot Wars. And Ghoulies 2 has Royal Dano from Killer Clowns from Outer Space and House 2. Those are what I know him from. And Phil Fondacaro, who, like, for some reason, I've just been picking movies, and he's been in a few of the movies I've watched. He was in something called The Creeps, where he's like you know Phil Fondacaro. He's a little guy from Troll, and I think he was in Willow, I remember. And what's cool about him, and I don't know how long it took me to realize this, and I mean, it shouldn't matter that he's a small person, but if he was like 6 feet tall, dude, he'd be such a good villain. Or like a good, like, second good guy or whatever. He's got a cool voice. His face, he looks tough. Even, I mean, he's so small you could just like kick him across the room. But he has a cool voice. His face, he just has a look, and he's really good. Everything I've ever seen him in, he was good as a Dracula in that Creeps movie. He's in Land of the Dead. I looked at his Instagram. Like, he went to dinner. He's acquaintances or friends with oh my God, Dustin Hoffman. So Phil Fondacaro, man, and I remember how good he was in Troll when he said he was dying. That was really sad. So he plays Nigel Pennyweight in this. Okay, the whole thing is there's a circus, and this priest, he was gonna destroy the Ghoulies, but then he gets knocked into like a vat of toxic waste. And this traveling carnival stops by where he was at the toxic waste factory or warehouse, and the Ghoulies get into the carnival 18-wheeler truck. It's cool. You see them walking in their stop motion, and it looks so cool. I think there's like 4 of them, and one of them flies. And actually, like, I've never even. I have this on tape. I recorded it off cable ages ago, and I would put it on, but I've never paid attention to it. And I've put part 1 on, which I also recorded off cable, and I never pay attention to them. I just put them on. So I've really never actually like paid attention and watched them, but I was like, I need to watch this. Ghoulies 2. because I like Gremlins for little monsters. Gremlins is the best. It's Gremlins. 'Cause Gremlins are so cool. I remember when I saw Gremlins in the theater, and I wanted to be a Gremlin. I kind of did grow up to be one, kind of. And then I go to for little creatures. Critters is next. I like Critters 2. I think is better than Part 1. And from what I'm reading, I think Ghoulies 2 may be better than the first one. I really didn't care for the Ghoulies. They went in the toilet. He looks cool. I don't know. I think there wasn't enough of them for me. I want like a bunch. Like Gremlins, there's a. You know what? I don't know if I've talked. I'm sure I've talked about this before, but when I saw The Hobbit in the theaters, I don't know which one has where they go to the Goblin Kingdom, and when you see all the goblins chasing the dwarves and Bilbo, I was like, dude, this is Gremlins. I was like, they can make Gremlins like you can see hundreds of Gremlins now. I thought the goblins were awesome in The Hobbit, and they need to just make another Gremlins. I don't care if it's CGI. I mean, maybe use some. I mean, I'm fine with CGI. CGI now. It looks fine. If they want to throw in a couple of token like puppets to appease the weirdos, fine. But CGI is good enough now. Anyway, Ghoulies 2. So the 4 or 5 Ghoulies, they're in the carnival now, and they stay in this one exhibit, and they kill some people to go in there. There's Royal Dano is like, there's a story like the owner of the carnival is gonna close it because they're not making money. And now as I watch it, I was like, well, yeah, like everyone's sad that it's gonna close. They're all, this is our way of life. This is our family. But yeah, I mean, it's a business. You know, if you can't make money, you're out of there, man. Quit whining and get a real job. So the Ghoulies are like scaring the crap out of people. So it's getting more popular. I think that's what was happening. But then eventually they get out and they start killing people. And it was cool when they were in their little like haunted house area. One of them, I think he vomits like goo on this guy and girl that are making out and all over their face, and they get stuck together. And actually, the puppetry, I thought the puppetry was really good. The way they move, they seemed real. Like it was, I mean, it's not like Jim Henson level, but it was pretty good. They brought them little Ghoulies to life. And there was actually one part where Ghoulie, like the one on the cover, was killing someone, and he's like making like baby noises, and you see it, and he's like, and I was like, that is gross. He looks disgusting. So that was like a real moment of revulsion that I felt for the Ghoulies, but I still like them. There's one that looks like a cat, the flying one, and I can't remember the others. But then they get out of the exhibit and they start running amok and causing all kinds of chaos. I was like, oh, this is like Gremlins. But I guess Gremlins do kill too, but these little Ghoulies, they want to kill. And then the main guy and Phil Fondacaro and the guy's girlfriend, they summon like, you know, we gotta fight Phil Fondacaro, Nigel Pennyweight. He's like, we gotta fight fire with fire. So they summon another Ghoulie with some magic, and this one's like he's a big Ghoulie, and he looks so cool. Even though it's a dude in a suit, and you know he moves so slow. He's like a bigger version of the one on the poster art coming out of the toilet. I thought that I mean, he does look cool. I wish he would look different. He had like a iguanodon spine That looks cool. And he just starts eating the little ghoulies. And so yeah, and then it like changes. It changes into like a big monster movie. And he looked cool. I really liked it. So Ghoulies 2. I actually think it'll get better. Some movies like I remember Zombie 5, I think, Killing Birds. I remember I liked it, and then I paid attention to. It's a weird movie. Like it's one of those movies that I just like have on in the background. But then one time I paid attention to it, and I was like, oh, this isn't as good as just having it on in the background. Ghoulies 2, I would watch again, pay more attention. It's good. It's just a good old like late '80s, '87 monster movie. It's not too gory, but it was just fun. I really liked it. I'm glad. I wish I could remember. I remember I would record every like genre movie that would come out on TV, and I guess you could still do that, huh? So I'll give, and I guess I can only give realistically give Ghoulies a 3.5. Hands of Fate, because it just needed that little. I don't know what it was missing. It's not like Neon Maniacs. Neon Maniacs comes to mind, but that one's. I love Neon Maniacs. Chud. Even like Night of the Living Dead, the 1990 remake. Oh man, I should review that. Those are like 4s, so Ghoulies 2 isn't that good, but it was good. I really liked it. So I'm working on the zine now. I might not. I don't know. I should still be able to do reviews. I want to work on the zine, but I'll see you later. Bye.